This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, temperatures are set to drop this weekend, and a homeless shelter in the city of Hazleton is ready to open just in time. Hi, I'm Ken Cara, and welcome to the show where we squeeze as much local information as we possibly can in a half hour. Here comes your first information dose from FYI, the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Hazleton area's first homeless shelter will open its doors tonight. The project is a cooperative effort of Catholic Social Services in Hazleton, several local churches, and more than 50 volunteers. Father Brian Clark, pastor of Holy Rosary Church in Hazleton, says the shelter's location will rotate from week to week until a temporary, permanent home can be found. This first week, it will be housed in the basement of his parish, Holy Rosary Church, 240 South Poplar Street in Hazleton.
Right now, we're looking at a location that will be able to have this pilot program take place. But what it is that we let the people know who come to the Salvation Army on a daily basis for a meal that if there's anybody who's in need of shelter on these cold evenings, that we are providing a place for them to stay. There are many rules to follow in all of this. It's based on a program that's been in existence for over 20 years in the Wilkes-Barre area, and I believe also the Scranton area. It used to be called Vision, but it's now called Mother Teresa's Haven, and it's administered by Catholic Social Services. So the way that this really got up and running, and so many people contributing, but the bishop was approached and asked if we looked at the program and thought that we estimated it would probably cost $50,000 to run a pilot program this winter to find out and identify the actual and true need that's out there. And that's the only way to really assess what has to happen and to really approach other government agencies and all the rest to document the true number of homeless people who are willing or need the shelter. So to run the pilot program, we needed startup money. The only way to find out what the needs really are is to have the program so they can come in and we can find out. So the bishop was willing to, and this is a result of our diocesan annual appeal. Sometimes people tend to think that that's just a fundraiser to help run offices or whatever. I mean, people have a lot of different ideas about what happens because there are many good projects that are supported by the finances that come in from diocesan annual appeal. But specifically, the bishop said that he gave permission. He said, I will give the $25,000, which is what was asked of him, through the annual appeal, if we could match that. And a few of us started making phone calls and talking to people, and that happened very quickly. In fact, we're over and above the $25,000 that we needed to match.
The shelter will be open from 7 p.m. until 7:30 a.m. There is a 10 p.m. curfew when the doors will close. Neil Alberto, the executive director of Catholic Social Services, is looking for businesses to donate sandwiches so those utilizing the shelter can leave with a full stomach. For more information, call 570-455-1521. The story of a McAdoo man who made medical history will be featured on a national TV show. Justin Smith, who survived after being found frozen solid in a snowbank, and his caregivers will appear on The Doctors tomorrow. Justin recently told his story about how an incredible team of first responders at the Lehigh Valley Health Network did not give up and saved his life. You can see Justin's story tomorrow on Service Electric Cable Channel 8 or 508 at 10 a.m. and on Channel 10 at 3 p.m. The episode will also be posted on The Doctor's website after it airs. A local state lawmaker is looking into possible legislation that would help provide funding for more police for the city of Hazleton. State Representative Tara Toohill is looking at the possibility of creating a public safety earned income tax. The idea came about after the city learned it cannot raise the EIT to pay for additional police. The idea is just one being looked at to help hire additional police officers in Hazleton. The investigation continues into a weekend shooting in Hazleton. Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Spezial tells FYI that the shooting happened at 15th and Grant Streets at the Puffs and Picks convenience store. The chief says that a 23-year-old Hazleton man was threatened or treated for a non-life-threatening wound. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, police at the scene said that the store owner fired at the robber. Chief Spezial says that this is an ongoing criminal investigation. Once concluded, police will meet with the Luzerne County District Attorney and present the facts. Well, coming up on FYI, there's some snow in the forecast. Find out how much is coming our way. And it's always a super day when Ron Marchetti is here. See if you can answer his sports riddles in Trivia Treats.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's Monday and welcome back to Core Fitness. I'm Christy and I'd like to talk today about something that I see a lot this time of year in the gym. We have everybody that comes in for their influx of their New Year's resolutions, and then sometimes they disappear because what happened? They got a cold or they got a seasonal flu that has been brought home from their kids from school and they just feel terrible. So one huge question that I get, especially during this time of year, is should I work out when I'm sick? So this is the general rule of thumb. Everything head up, you're okay. Head down, you should probably stay clear. And what I mean by that is if you have a common cold, if you have a sinus infection and you're not really feeling well, your head's stuffy, your nose is dripping, but you have no fever, you can work out at a very low intensity. There's no reason to skip your workout. Studies have shown it doesn't affect you in a negative way or adversely in a positive way. There's really no change. But it will help you feel better mentally to get yourself off the couch. So anything head up when you have a head cold, you can work out at a low intensity. If you have body aches, chills, fever, vomiting, or diarrhea, you do not want to work out. We don't want to change your internal temperature too much. You may have something else going on. It could induce some more nausea, which we absolutely do not want, and we also would be dehydrating ourselves. So here is the key. Wash your hands every time you touch something. So you leave Walmart, you leave the grocery store, keep the hand sanitizer in your car, put it on your hands. Sneeze into your arm. Do not sneeze into your hand and then shake your neighbor's hand. Turn away from someone that's coughing that is not covering properly. And this goes for your children as well. Also, alternate your toothbrushes out once a month because those are things that people don't think about that harbor a lot of germs. So especially if you're getting over a cold, make sure you swap that toothpaste out. The toothpaste, not just the toothbrush, because a lot of people swipe their toothbrush right on the toothpaste tube. So get rid of that. New toothbrushes, wash your hands, and keep hydrated. So lots of water, lots of vitamin C this time of year. We've got a lot of colds coming in. Anything head up, low intensity. Everything head down, nausea, not feeling so good, chills, aches. You can take it easy for the week. And then when you feel better, come back at your low intensity. Okay, so stay healthy, keep your hands clean, and cough into your arm. I'll see you next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
They were doing some work on the new park in downtown Hazleton. Here they are checking the specs on the end line for the rotary girder. I have no idea, but it's another important step forward for the park, I'm sure. I don't understand the technical stuff. Here's your local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, snow showers likely, mainly after midnight. It will be a cloudy night with a low of 22 degrees with a southwest wind around 9 miles per hour. New snow accumulation of around an inch possible. Let's go to our 4-day outlook because there's more snow ahead. Tuesday, snow showers likely, cloudy with a high near 31 degrees. Chance of snow is 60% and new accumulation of around an inch once again. On Tuesday night, once again, snow showers likely, and that's mainly before 1 a.m. Our low will be 25 degrees and new snow accumulation of less than 1 inch is expected. On Wednesday, 30% chance of snow showers before 1 p.m. mostly cloudy. Our high will be 31 degrees. On Wednesday night, mostly cloudy. The snow moves out of the area. We'll have a low of 17 degrees. Gets cold later this week. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a high near 23. Thursday night, partly cloudy, low of 8 degrees. Friday will be partly sunny, but we're only getting up to 20 degrees. And then Friday night, mostly cloudy. Our low will be 7 degrees.
Well, there are a lot of events coming up for one organization in our area, the Lupus Foundation. Here to tell us everything you need to know is Cindy Donlin, who is the representative for the Lupus Foundation for Luzerne and Lackawanna counties. Cindy, thank you so much. I guess we'll start with the immediate things happening. There is a meeting happening tomorrow night.
Hopefully, if the weather cooperates with us, we're going to have a meeting tomorrow night at the Bowl Arena. Father Jerome, a Franciscan monk in the area, is going to come to talk about God and healing. As you know, there's a spiritual side to everything as well. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow night. If you have any questions, please come. It's free of charge at the Bowl Arena, 7 o'clock. And of course, they have the best steak and cheese hoagies there too, so you can eat as well as, chow down and discuss lupus with us, okay? On July 19th, 20th, and 21st, we're going to be having multiple events at the Sand Springs Country Club. I'm really appreciative of the generosity of this place this year. They're going to be co-sponsoring our events. On the 19th, we're going to be having our basket raffle at the Taming Wolf Festival there, and they're going to provide us with hot and cold hors d'oeuvres throughout the whole day, free of charge, drinks, coffee, tea, and soda, as you go and take chances at the basket raffle. Then on the 20th, we're going to be having our banquet in the evening with a speaker that we have not set up yet, and we're going to be having the conference on the 21st, which is going to be on kidneys, celiac sprue, anything related to autoimmunity, and we'll provide you with a continental breakfast and lunch and snacks throughout the day. Details will be more solidified as time gets closer. We're looking for donations for our basket raffle. If anybody in the area has a business and would like to provide us with a basket filled with products, or would like to donate money where we make up a basket for you, or gift certificates, please get in touch with me. Also, we are still open to speakers. If anybody in the medical profession would like to come and do a topic related to autoimmunity or autoimmune diseases, they're welcome to get in touch with me. We can put you on the docket for the conference. And also, anybody who wants to come to the banquet could also let me know if they're interested as we get closer for reservations. We're here to provide support to people in the area with not only lupus, but any autoimmune disease. Our meetings are free of charge, and we're from every second Tuesday of the month at the Bowl Arena around 7 o'clock we get together. If you're interested in having somebody come talk to your group about lupus or other autoimmune diseases, I can do it free of charge. Just get back to me at 956-0072. Lupus is an autoimmune disease. It hits people between the ages of 14 to 45. It causes your body to basically develop a large allergy towards itself. Your joints swell up. You start getting fevers, rashes of all different types. And, the types of medication depends on the severity of the illness. Sometimes the medication is worse than the disease. Right now, we're desperate in need of money because the governor did not pass the budget. We have received no money from the federal government at all, and we need support from the community. We'd like to thank Chocola's Bowling Lane, who just recently donated a generous amount of money to us, and other local businesses as well who have been with us throughout the last couple of years that we've been involved here. We want to thank Channel 13. They're great for the support that we give us on the media level. They've been good to us for the last 14 years that we've been doing this. I want to thank you guys for all you've done for us so far.
Wow, well, thank you so much for saying that kind words. This is a great organization. If you have anybody in your family that is dealing with one of these autoimmune diseases, or you maybe suspect it, this is the place to come to find out, to get answers and get you on the path to getting better. Right, Cindy?
Yes, the only step involved is that you get yourself involved, ask questions, be an advocate for yourself. You can live a long life with this disease as long as you get involved and get the right questions answered and get to a doctor and get the ball rolling.
All righty. Again, the support group meeting tomorrow at 7 o'clock at the Bowl Arena. We hope that everybody who is interested goes out and attends, and please support the upcoming events taking place in July as well. For more information, call Cindy.
Cindy always brightens our day here at SSPTV. Maybe some of these numbers will brighten yours if you're a winner. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania Lottery numbers. Pick 2, 3, 6, pick 3, 0, 4, 6, pick 4, 9, 2, 1, 3, pick 5, 6, 5, 2, 1, 1. And there's so much more information coming up. For example, we'll tell you how a supermodel made an NFL caliber catch for a Super Bowl ad.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Hazleton native Steve Fox will be the first Hazleton area race car driver to run a stock car at the Daytona International Speedway. Fox will be a part of the field in the Lucas Oil 200 this Saturday as part of the ARCA series. Fox has been down there testing with his team, and he's been running ARCA events at the Pocono Raceway for the past almost forever, and is the lead instructor at the stock car racing experience there. Dina Alberto, the driver of our FYI Fast Lane segment, has a full story in Sunday Standard Speaker. Check out the article online. Penn State Hazleton is adding women's soccer for the 2016 fall sports season, and now we know who will be the program's first head coach. It's Jesse Shadle. He was named the interim coach back in the fall when the school announced they were adding women's soccer. Shadle will also stay on as head coach of the men's team on campus as well. He took over the role as head coach in 2014 after being an assistant at High Acres for 2 seasons. The local Lions have qualified for the Penn State University Athletic Conference playoffs in both of Shadle's seasons as as head coach. Shadle played center back for Penn State Hazleton from 2006 to 2009 and was named to the PSU AC All-Conference team and received academic honors as well. It's lining up to be a big week for Hazleton area basketball. The boys team can wrap up a Wyoming Valley Conference championship on Tuesday with a win at home against Coughlin, and the Lady Cougars can win their title tonight with a win at Coughlin. Let's see what happened over the weekend with our FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. A hot start in the first quarter and a second half 16-0 run fueled the Lady Cougars to a huge win over second place Pittston area on Friday in the Wyoming Valley Conference. The Big HA lost a non-league game on the road on Saturday. Hazleton area wrestling, they finished fourth at the District 2 dual meet, and they came down that meet. Their bout came down to a final bout with Keith Maurer. He needed a pin, and he came close, but ended up with a major decision, and the Cougars came up just short to Delaware Valley. And again, they take fourth in District 2. They had to beat Dallas earlier in the day on Saturday to get to the third place match against Del Val. CJ Steinhilber won his 100th match as North Schuylkill lost their consolation match at the District 11 tournament. Jorge Moncayo won 2 golds for the Big HA at the Ray Willis Invitational. He won the 100 butterfly and 200 individual medley. Seth Platukis took silver in the 100 freestyle and third in the 200 freestyle. Haley Sanko was third in the 200 IM. Jordy Soto finished fourth in the diving competition. Saucon Valley swept Tamaqua area in the pool. The Marion boys basketball team dropped a pair of games over the weekend. The North Schuylkill girls won 2 games, including a battle with Weatherly, actually with Shenandoah Valley. They beat Weatherly over the weekend. They had to battle with the Lady Wreckers for that win. The Marion girls and the Shenandoah Valley girls, they won on Friday. Mono area girls, they beat Nativity on Saturday, and Tamaqua and MMI, the girls basketball teams there, they lost over the weekend. Matt Yidsena earned his 1,000th point in Mono area's win over Nativity. Blue Mountain topped Tamaqua. The Penguins, they won in overtime on Friday and then fell to Bridgeport on Saturday. Ron Marchetti is here to crush us with his sports knowledge the way the Broncos D crushed the Panthers. Here's Trivia Treats.
The day after Super Bowl 50. Hi, everybody. The game is over, and so is football season. Finally! And was I ever wrong? I said Carolina would win by 9 and Cam Newton would be the game's MVP. Wrong! Wrong. Denver's dynamic defense was simply dominating, led by Von Miller's 2.5 sacks, 6 tackles, and 2 forced fumbles, who was the game's MVP, and he should have been. Third down conversions were very rare yesterday, like 3 for 30. Both quarterbacks did not play well, but Manning well enough to win his 200th NFL game. Carolina's Cameron Newton stunk in the game and in his post-game interview. More on that on Friday. But this is Trivia Treats. On this very day in 1956, exactly 80 years ago, that's 1936, the NFL had held the first ever college player draft. The first selection was made by the Philadelphia Eagles, who chose University of Chicago halfback Jay Berwanger, the winner of the first ever Heisman Trophy 2 months earlier. 20 years ago from tomorrow, in 1996, Tommy the Duke Morrison was medically suspended by the Nevada State Athletic Commission just hours before his scheduled heavyweight bout against Arthur Weathers in Las Vegas. It would later be confirmed that Morrison tested positive for HIV. In August of 2011, Morrison's mother announced that her son was in the final stages of AIDS, and he died on September 1st, 2013. A former World Boxing Organization champion, Morrison lost only 3 of 52 professional fights, but most people remember him for being the villain in the movie Rocky V. On this day, Arizona University head basketball coach Lute Olson won his 500th game as a Division I coach. And finally, 40 years ago in 1976, Dorothy Hamill inherited the crown of America's figure skating sweetheart by earning an Olympic championship gold medal in Innsbruck, Austria. She would go on to sign a $1 million contract, which she would purchase and manage. See you Friday. Till then, have a good week and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Passon, a Hazleton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy birthday to Lisa Sugart. Love from your family, friends, and all of us here at SSPTV. Happy birthday, Jean Bellatier. Love from your husband, Greg. In our next announcement, St. Joseph's Church in Shepton will be having an Ash Wednesday soup and blini sale. Sale will be held from 11:30 a.m. until sellout. Blinis are $1, soup is $6 per quart. Church is located at 14 East Oak Street in Shepton and will be held in the Rectory Garage. And finally, St. Michael's Church in Shenandoah will be holding a soup sale Sunday, February 21st from noon to sellout. Cost is $7 a quart. Variety of soups and bread are available. Takeout only is available. St. Michael's Church located at 300 West Oak Street. And for info, just call 570-462-0809. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Charles R. Donahue of Tamaqua. Funeral is Friday at 11 a.m. at the E. Franklin Griffiths Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. and Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. Catherine A. Berlitz, formerly of West Hazleton. Funeral is Thursday at 5 p.m. from the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m. And Susan M. Casadas of Hazleton. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 2 to 4 and 7 to 9 p.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Richard Gober of Ashland. Richard, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
My favorite Super Bowl commercial was the Doritos one with the ultrasound, but the ad for Buick's new convertible was pretty good as well. The setting is a wedding where the bride overthrows the bouquet, but model Emily Ratajkowski goes deep and Odells it. Her catch is just like the famous grab Odell Beckham Jr. made for the Giants against the Cowboys in 2014. Here's more on the magic moment in the ad from Ratajkowski.
Technology is amazing. They're using this badass lady who's my stunt double, and they're putting my face on her, so it looks like I'm actually the badass lady.
So I could read better. Odell Beckham Jr. is also in the ad at the end and says that Ratajkowski was out of bounds. Well, that's it for FYI. There's an all-new Out of Left Field coming your way at 8 p.m. on Monday, so check that out. We'll be back on Tuesday. Take it easy, everyone.